Hi everyone, this is Annie. Thank you and welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. And today I want to talk about these energies. These energies have been intense and they're just intensifying. This month of August is going to be a big energy. We're in the Lionsgate portal right now, and that started July 27th, goes through August 8th, with the peak of being the 8th of August. But I want to come back to that in a minute. I want to talk about some other energies that are influencing us right now. So let's start with Mercury. Mercury started its shadow period, I think it was July 16th, goes until September 8th. We actually started retrograde August 4th, and we'll be in retrograde until August 27th. Mercury is the ruling planet for both Virgo and Gemini. So if you have your sun, moon, or rising sign in either Virgo or Gemini, you are likely to really feel this retrograde. And I'm a sun and rising Virgo, and I have I have 3 or 4 other in Virgo. So I am very affected by Mercury, and I have been feeling these energies pretty intensely. So if you don't know about Mercury retrograde, let me tell you about it. Most people have heard, but there may be some of you that don't know what it's all about. So it started in the sign of Leo, and it will move into Virgo later on. It really affects technology, communication, travel, logic, or clear thinking. You want to be very careful if you do anything legal like contracts. It's not saying that you can't do them, but if you do, you want to really very much slow down and be clear in your thinking. Look at all the details so that you don't miss things that you may be signing up for. What this period of time is it brings up old things to revisit, redo, recheck. It's not a time to start something new, usually. It's a time to slow down. It's a time that it may bring surprises, things you aren't expecting. You don't want to get caught up in negative thinking. You don't want to exaggerate things that are occurring. You want to try and decrease your stress. It may have a big influence on your sleep issues. So basically, there may be things in your life that you thought you had dealt with, and it could be bringing some of these issues back up for you to revisit, to either clear at a deeper level or possibly for you to do it differently than you've done it before. Or it may just be things that need to be brought back up to check and make sure that everything is in alignment with the way you want it to be done. Say you've been working on some kind of a project. It may be coming up for you to check it for the fine details to make sure that changes don't need to be made. Now, once we are out of retrograde, you may find that things that have been done during retrograde need to then be changed a little bit more, because you may decide to change something during retrograde and it may not be the best way to do something. So just be aware of all of these kind of fine points. The new moon that we just had on August 4th was very significant. We have, it basically is what they call a finger of God. That can be events that happen that are like fated or destined. We are moving towards Mars and Jupiter conjunction on August 14th. And this new moon on August 4th was the halfway mark between Mars and Jupiter conjunction. Now, Mars, if you don't know, is a very forceful planet. It's considered like the warring planet. And Jupiter is considered a planet of expansion and growth. So this conjunction coming up August 14th is going to be, what I'm hearing is explosive, a very explosive type of energy. You've got Venus and Neptune that are playing a part in here, and Pluto and Neptune that are playing a part here on August 4th at that new moon as well. And that is creating this finger of God. I'll give you an example. One of my girlfriends called me and told me that her granddaughter was just fired from her job. And her granddaughter had kind of been warned. Some of the things that she was doing is not the best thing to do when you're in a brand new job. And she hadn't even completed her probationary period. And so it was a finger of God. It really has shaken her up. It's shaken the family up. It was a build up to this point where this finger of God just kind of reached out and zapped her yesterday. So know that we are the halfway point to this building energy for August 14th. And a lot of people's vision is on politics these days. So I want to touch a little bit about how Mercury squared Uranus, and that happened in July, and that was one part of 3 times it's going to happen. The first part was July 21st when Biden stepped down. He let go of the race. So that was a Mercury-Uranus event. Now we're going to have another one of those. August 18th will be the second time, and then the third one will come on September 6th. So know that there's a lot more change coming here, that these events in politics, with Biden stepping down, very likely something could occur around the 18th of August and then again September 16th that are all related to this kind of issue here. We also have Jupiter and Saturn going conjunct, and it also is in a period of one of 3 things. Now, Jupiter and Saturn, they haven't been conjunct. When Jupiter and Saturn go conjunct, it's a 20-year cycle, and it went in conjunction December of 2020. And we are almost around the halfway point of that 20-year mark. So our first hard aspect occurring since that conjunction in 2020 is August 19th. Now look at the dates. August 19th is the first hard aspect, and then you're going to have 2 more, and those would be like December 24th of this year, 2024, and then June 15th of 2025. So you might want to mark your calendars on anything that significant happens in your life around August 19th. Know that it will be connected to December of this year and June of next year. Jupiter is the planet for expansion and growth, but Saturn is about stability and hard work. And they tend to then have conflict because Jupiter wants to expand, but Saturn wants to stay stable. So know that also August 19th, when there's that first hard aspect, is when we have the next full moon, and it also will be affected by Uranus, and that is August 19th. I think Venus was the only other thing I wanted to mention. And Venus will be in Virgo for most of the month of August. I think actually today is the 5th, and I think today it goes into Virgo. And it squared Uranus on August 2nd. That may have been a kind of like a feel-good energy. It may have brought up some impulsiveness, but you also may have found solutions to things that you previously didn't see, or you may have had awarenesses come on August 2nd that maybe you kind of surfaced over something, but you may have gotten a deeper awareness of it on August 2nd. Okay, so that's most of the things that are also affecting us as we go through this Lionsgate portal. Now, the Lionsgate portal, as I said, started July 27th, go through August 12th. The peak of it is on the 8th. This happens every year when the sun aligns with the planet Sirius, and it's in the sign of Leo. And it's, some people call it the thinning of the veils between worlds. It's a time of spiritual awakening, of rebirth, and it's also a time for opening to abundance. It's a really powerful time for manifestation, also to integrate new higher vibration and energies, and a time to heal the heart, heal the wounds of the heart, so that the heart can open fully. And this may bring a lot of emotional turmoil. So as you're moving through this process of Lionsgate, you might find yourself possibly looking at some of the old stuff. And that also can happen with retrograde. We're revisiting. So it's interesting that we're going through a retrograde and a Lionsgate portal in a joint time frame to really bring up all of this stuff that's been unhealed from the past, to heal it, to revisit it, to look at it, to maybe gain different perceptions of it, new awarenesses, all of that, so that things can be healed, the heart can open more fully, and it can help you get into more of alignment of why you came here to Earth, what your contracts have been, what you came here to work on and do. So I want to let you know that on YouTube, there are a lot of really great Lionsgate meditation and activations now. I found a lot of great ones. One that I have, somebody I have followed for a really long time, for many years, and I love her meditations, are Reiki Rachel on YouTube. She puts out significant meditations at significant times, like the full moon, new moon, the Lion's Gate, the solstices, significant times. And her meditations are really great, and she does activations as well. So just so you know, that is one good, really great resource to go to. So how do we use this energy? As you're going through this process of experiencing things coming up that you are revisiting, experience emotional things that are coming up, don't just try to cover it up. What is most beneficial to help you grow in this period of time and take advantage of all of these transformational energies is to look at it, is to look it right in the face, and whatever's coming up, saying to yourself, why is this happening? What is it I need to look at? You can connect with your guardian angels, your guides, and ask for them to give you assistance. Even if you don't communicate with your guides or the angels, you can talk to them and you can tell them specifically what you need. Like maybe you need help in understanding what's happening and how it's affecting you and why it's coming up. Maybe you're not getting it. You can just simply ask for the assistance to help you to see it, to give you signs, and then look for signs. You know, maybe you hear something on a radio that makes sense, that triggers a thought. Maybe it's lyrics of a song. Maybe you're driving and you see a billboard and there's something specific on there that has a message for you. When you're hearing these things, when your attention is drawn to that billboard, this could be your guides and the angels getting you, influencing you to look at that billboard or to listen to these lyrics. Or maybe it's number sequences on a clock or on a grocery receipt, something like that. messages that are there, and you just have to be a little bit more aware of looking at them, and then do a little research. If you don't know about number sequences, Google it. There are all kinds of information out there on number sequences and what they mean numerologically and spiritually. Basically, it's look at what's occurring in your life. If it's something that doesn't feel good, then it's something that you need to look at. If it's something that is happening, like, an event that's happened in your life, maybe it's something you need to look at. Now, this knowing that Mercury is affects very much technology, communication. Also, it can affect your cars or electronic type things. So that being said, sometimes when things are really, really going crazy in our external, it can show us what's going on internally with us. So look at those things and then look inside and say, what doesn't feel balanced for me right now? What is going on with me that is not bringing me peace in my life? And that will help you to move through it. It will help you to resolve it. And you won't ever have to look at it again if you resolve it. Also keep in mind there may be ancestral things, patterns that have come down through your ancestry that are now at you, that you may be dealing with, that you maybe need to work through so that you can release it and be done with that pattern. Okay, I hope you find this helpful. I really wanted to give you an idea how to work with this energy and what to expect. I do know that the week, like from around probably the 12th through like the 19th, is going to be a very heightened, very volatile period of time. I mean, you've got Mercury and with squaring Uranus on the 18th. You've got the full moon on the 19th along with the Jupiter hard aspect with Saturn on the 19th. So right now we're building to all of that energy. So know that things are going to be coming up. And it's your opportunity to look at it, face it, deal with it, really process it so that it can be let go of and it can help you to transform where you really want to be. If you haven't, please, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of those who have subscribed to my channel. I would love a comment. Let me know how things are going in your life, how you're managing these energies. Share with anyone who you feel may benefit from this information and give me a like. Down in the description, you will find my email if you would like to set up some kind of a session with me. I do energy healing. I do transformational coaching. I have lots of tools to help people work through whatever's coming up for you, as well as I do Akashic record clearing, which if you don't know what that is, it's the soul's record of all experiences from the past, both positive and negative, and I am able to clear the negative programming to help you clear that, get it out of your way so that you can address life in an easier way. That's what I have for you today. I'm sending you lots of love and many, many blessings.